This guy that called, they say their little homie done passed away. So many kids dying now, I don't know what to say. Asking God to save our sons before they all gone. Cause that would make the hood strong. This mama crying like a she don't know what she way. I been dying in the hood every other day. Asking God to bless our sons before they all gone. Cause that would make the hood strong. But that would make the hood strong. But that would make the hood strong. Asking God to save my sons before they all gone. Cause that would make the hood strong. Look, my little homie just got a charge. Yeah, be Merc one his homeboy. Just another senseless killing, now he in the system. Just another victim that don't never get different. Out here with them vultures, Lord, don't let them boys smoke us. I can't trust the cops, so I'm nervous when they approach us. Look, we just lost our team, but we still ain't shit back from jail. It hurt when nicotine died. When we lost Big B, man, I cried. This guy that called, they say their little homie done passed away. So many kids dying now, I don't know what to say. Just asking God to save our sons before they all gone. Cause that would make the hood strong. This mama crying like a she don't know what she way. I been dying in the hood every other day. Asking God to bless our sons before they all gone. Cause that would make the hood strong. But that would make the hood strong. But that would make the hood strong. Asking God to save my sons before they all gone. Cause that would make the
There's so many names I know I should mention. Calls I got through the years. We should call on grandparents' wisdom. Ignorance thrives when it fear. The price of ignoring what is reality is death and decay. They send drones to foreign homes, but this the home of the brave. Have you believe that our people evil? Circumstances are key. You a man, you take a stand. Our lives standing with me. Communities breached, infiltrated. We're waiting for someone to save us. You were your own savior. There's power there when you claim it, so claim it.
From the famous words of Huey P. Newton, fear was not of death itself, but a death without a meaning. Therefore, these senseless killings must stop. We need to embrace our future, show our future the way, and teach them the knowledge of self. And that the knowledge is the key. Once upon a time, it was said, it takes a village to raise a child. A strong community, my community, our Booger T community, funded by wisdom and leadership of our elders, where we need more guidance to uplift each other, care for each other, respect each other, love each other, and live in peace with each other. Nowadays, they would call it being friendly. Well, I call it hood strong.
And that what make the hood strong. And that what make the hood strong. My little homie just called a charge because he smoked one of his homeboys. Man, y'all already know that's the everyday life in our communities, man. That's just how this game go, man. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody, man. I hope everyone has had a fantastic Monday morning, man. Now it's time to get to that evening time. Everybody getting off from work, man. Settle down, man, and relax, man. You know, all that good stuff. You dig? Make sure y'all hit that like button coming in. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so, man. I really appreciate it. Subscribing to the channel and tapping in with me, man. Salute to Blaine Wayne, man. I see you in the building, man. Salute, Playboy. Most definitely, man. Big ups to you, man. Man, I tell you one thing, man. We've been going in over here too, man. We've been having some cool lives, man. You know, everybody. How can I say it, man? Sometimes you got to talk about current events and grown-up events at the same time too, man. Now, I'm not saying, this situation with Mr. White here, Mr. Kewon KewonWite, Lust Demon in the building. What up, man? What up, man? Yeah, man. Make sure you hit the link too, man, and pop up on me, man. 'Cause I know you got something to say too, bro. But yeah, man, I ain't saying that's not important, but hey, at the same time though, man, we just trying to break some things down, man, get some understanding of what's going on. like I said, please hit the like button, man. And let's get it in, man. What up, 6'5"? Shit, man. The word is, what's the word? Oh, man, I tell you what the word is. I didn't do it. That's the word. I didn't do it. That's the word. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't do it, but I tell you what, if they take that capital M off of me, man, you know, yeah, I'll be cool with that. But I didn't do it though. I'm just saying. Man, salute to KewonWite too, man. You know, like I said, I ain't got no problem with Keyone, man. But you know, the thing about it is though, man, you know, shit, man, you know, it's getting hot for my boy over there, man. You know, he over there stressing out, man. He pounding on the walls, man. He listening to the echoes, you know what I'm saying? Talking back to himself. What up, Big Stack, huh? I hear you, man. Make sure that we know that, man, that everything we talk about on this page is alleged. Everything's for educational entertainment purposes only. Man, trust and believe. I have no ill will and no malicious intent, man. Like I say, this is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. That's it, man. Fair use is in effect. Nothing more, nothing less. So I know, man, you know what? I don't even know I'm a boy in the building hip hop culture, man. Listen, I'm not even gonna go hard on your client today, man. Thing is that, you know, this message today, I guess breaking down and the message today would be, man, look, do unto others as they do unto you. Yep, do unto others as they do unto you. And what do you mean by that, Millis, man? Well, I tell you what, man. What up? What up? Salute. I tell you what, man. Well, it's obvious that Mr. KewonWite, man, allegedly he has a bone to pick with Trapboy Freddie. He has a bone to pick with Trapboy Freddie, and we know that from the diss song, the diss record. You know, shit, Trap. He say he got you by the leash, man. So you know whatever, you know, you got to do, I guess, to make it up with Keyone, man. I would probably look into that. You know what I'm saying? I'll look into that. Mr. White has also said that he knows for a fact that Jerry Johnson and Fat Ass Theodore Bodega, they plotting to set Yellow Bees up. They plotting to set Yellow Bees up, man. Now, what do y'all think about that? Because we do know that Yellow got that 40 grand up out of that bank. And you know, them people have, you know, tied some things to that. So, you know, I don't know, man. But, you know, Keyone say that, hey, his boy Yellow Beezy, you know, he innocent. Also, man, I found something out to be very strange, man. And I'm searching for answers, y'all. I'm searching for answers. Like I said, I don't know everything, man. So I'm searching for answers myself. I'm just, you know, man, I'm just trying to figure it out like y'all trying to figure it out and put the pieces together. But I heard Keyone say to another blogger that man, I need that Shavon Randle paperwork. I need that bad, man. Yeah, I need that Shavon Randle paperwork. Why would Keyone be so interested in Shavon Randle's paperwork, her case? Why would he be so interested in that? You know, with Keyone allegedly being the hitter of Mo, you know, that was hired to take out Mo 3, I think Keyone, you know, he may have a couple, you know what I'm saying,
aces in the deck of the cards. You know what I'm saying? He may have a couple of chess moves. He can move some things around here. We know that Trapboy name, hasn't been brought up in the last crime. We know that Trapboy, he'll be testifying, but he'll be testifying for the state. We know that right now, Trapboy really ain't even, been seen with Yellow Beezer. I don't know what their status of their relationship really is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to speculate, but I just know I haven't seen him, hanging around. Haven't been to no funerals, to his mother's funeral that he had, parties, there's a picture floating around right now where you see Yellow out partying with, people that's from South Dallas, out the other night. He partying, but he supposed to be on house arrest. Y'all let me know what's going on, because that's not a good look, man. If you on house arrest, how in the hell are you out here partying, man? Make that shit make sense. Because for one moment, remember, Yellow couldn't even leave a house. He couldn't even leave a house, man. So now you got, pictures floating around with him and, other rappers on it. And he out chilling like ain't nothing going on. Not a care in the world. So, like I say, there's so many things that need answers to, that I'm pretty sure a lot of people have questions about. And like I said, the other day, listening to Kewon talk, man, he's very interested in Shavon Randle's paperwork. Now we all know who Shavon Randle is, right? I will say this here. In that case of with Shavon, with the little baby Shavon Randle, I think one or two cats, they took plea deals. So it wouldn't surprise me. Like right now, there's a person from that case. His name has been floating around. So it wouldn't surprise me if, that was something that they could use to have a little leverage to get a little time broken down on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it is a lot going on when it comes to the things that Kewon was basically referencing on and things he was saying. Like we found out the other day that he seen Jerry and Jose Bodega, in the same holding cell, in the same tank. Now, how does that happen? You know what I'm saying? But hey, like I say, I'm still trying to figure out certain things when it comes to this case as well. Especially if these two are involved in the same case and been suspected of some of the things that they've been accused of. Let me share this here right quick too, man, for some of y'all that don't know exactly where this come to play at. Salute to everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming in too as well. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Coming in. Hit that like button.
Of the man accused of ordering the kidnapping and murder of a 13-year-old girl in retaliation for stolen drugs that she had nothing to do with. Darius Fields is charged with organized crime related to the 2017 murders of Shavon Randle and Michael Titus. Fox 4's Lynn Ann Wynn was in the courtroom as attorneys on both sides made final arguments. Lynn Ann.
Heather, it was a packed courtroom today. Family members for both Shavon Randle and Darius Fields filled both sides of the aisle as attorneys argued the case against Darius Fields.
Murder. That is what this man is. He is the murderer of an innocent 13-year-old child.
Prosecutors painted a picture of Darius Fields as the kingpin, the mastermind behind Shavon Randle's kidnapping and murder in 2016.
Now that's crazy, man. Back to that case anyway, man. Little 13-year-old girl, man. allegedly, you know, they were all pretty much over some dank, man, some weed. You know, that's the crazy part about it. What's up, Regina? Rest in peace, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Them fools and have to do that to you like that. But anyway, KewonWite is very interested in this paperwork that one of the bloggers have for some odd reason. He really wants that paperwork. You know, we remember that Kewon also mentioned that, you know, that it could be some guys on investigation, you know what I'm saying, with the death of Bubba and Roy Lee. Man, to be honest, y'all, I'm straight up. I looked at that video. I looked at that video of Bubba getting hit up in front of the store. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Who that look like out there to y'all? Who that look like out there to y'all though, for real? The when them two guys jumped out that truck and went up there and hit Bubba, who do one of them guys really look like? If you looked at that picture, which I know y'all have seen, who does one of them shooters look like? I mean, ain't no reason. I mean, shit, ain't no reason to be, you know, gnawed or scared now to say what you're gonna say. I mean, you know, everything's already out there. You know, everything's already out there. Oh man, Cypress say yellow. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Some people say it look like he won, allegedly. You know, some people say it look like him. You know, let me pull it up. Yeah, man. And see, these old cases, man, that are being brought up. You know, I'm pretty sure all of them are, you know, we know that they're tied in together, you know, tied in together when it comes to anything dealing with Mo3. And then on top of that, I wonder what Mo3 knew about the Shavon Randle case. You know what I'm saying? Because he brought that up in one of his songs. Let me see something. Let's see if I can find it right here. Man, this shit is crazy, bro. Niggas doing too much out here in these streets, man. Too much in these streets, man. Hold on, here we go, right here. Here we go. For all we know, it can be Elton Newton. Yeah, this nigga talking about Erica. Nah, Erica too dark. She dark skinned. Oh, that dude, Florida. Yeah, no doubt. All right, here we go. Let's see what we have. All right, here we go, right here. Let me pull it up on the big screen here. Let's see if we pull it up. All right.
Is calling out South Dallas to speak about the murder of an unarmed man gunned down outside a convenience store.
The detective released video of the March 13th attack on James Browning Jr. to Fox.
Man, see, that's too far away to see, but let's get to get
Shavon
back
Randle, hoping to generate some leads on the killers. Sean in now with the video.
Oh, man. You know what kills me about this, though? With all the technology that they have, I know they got some type of close up where they could have.
Sean.
Damn, they keep taking that bitch off.
Sean Rab hoping to generate some leads on the killers.
See, man, I don't know, man. That like, let's see. Trying to see, can I blow it up? I don't know, man. That can look like a lot of different people, though, man. That look like a lot of different people, man. And you know, we know one thing about it. The dude is you know, he bright skin. You know, he a yellow dude. So I don't think Yellow would have got out there. You think Yellow would have got out there? Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Is calling out South Dallas to speak about the murder of an unarmed man gunned down outside a convenience store.
The detective released video of the March 13th attack on James Browning Jr. to Fox 4's Shavon Randle, hoping to generate some leads on the killers. Shavon in now with the video. And
yeah, maybe. But like I say, Key1 got. I think Key1 is about to. I think he about to let it all go, man, because Key1 broke down, man. He broke down, and when I talk about crying like a baby, I mean, he started crying like a baby, man. I guess when he realized, or you know, or finally dawned on him that the people that he thought, you know what I'm saying, actually, you know what I'm saying, stood tall for him, you know, they the ones that's been, you know, throwing him up under the bus. You know, we talking about Jared Johnson, and we talking about Jose Bodega. Them two that have been throwing Key1 up under the bus, man, since they got picked up. Or put it this way, man. Remember, them boys was already up on the investigation. They was already up on an investigation. And see, I think that's the other part of this game that really got a lot of people sick too, is that if they were under investigation, why the police let this stuff go down? Why did the police let this go down? It's obvious to me that the police knew about this hit. You know, you talking about phones tapped. You talking about they getting bumped up 24/7. Y'all remember Yellow Bees was getting bumped up. It seemed like Yellow was fucking getting picked up shit every other 2 days. Go to jail, bun out of jail. Go to jail, bun out of jail. You know, they thought they had him with the lean. Couldn't find out they put hand sanitizer in the shit, right? They thought they had him with the pistols. Them came back legal. So if they've been doing all this surveillance and this whole crew, the GRC crew, ain't the get rich crew. It ain't that. That shit is the go tell crew, if you ask me. The tattletale crew. You know, there should have been intel saying that, you know, that shit should have been stopped, you know, right then and now. But I hope, you know what I'm saying, like I say, man, I know the nigga be listening in and stuff like that, man, but I ain't got no ill will and no bad intent on Key1, man. You know, but I tell you this here though, it's like I think Key1 wanna come clean, man, because think about this here though, man. Like, think if it was somebody you were close to or somebody you looked up to, and them people, you know what I'm saying, they just turn their back on you, man. They stop, you know what I'm saying, hollering at you, or you know, you find out they've been telling you know, secrets that you thought only you and them knew. You know what I mean? I think that's why that nigga broke down crying. I think that's why that nigga broke down crying, man. Because when you get betrayed, man, you know that's the worst. That's the worst feeling in the world when a motherfucker betray you, boy. Believe that. That's the worst feeling in the world when somebody betray you. And I think that's what, you know what I'm saying, the young brother Kewon is at right now when it comes to everything in this case. So yeah, I hope that dude, you know what I'm saying, you know, get this shit up out the way. Somebody just sent me a text message with some shit. I'll talk about that later. And I say, Boosted name always in some bullshit, ain't it? Let me pull this up from yesterday. I don't know, a lot of people caught this here. Hold on. This was yesterday, man. We were on Mahaya's platform yesterday. No, I tell you what. Yeah. Let's do that. We can do that. Let's see right quick. Shit, he was crying when CB was breaking it down to him. Him and Josh was breaking it down to him like, shit, bro. Shit. He was breaking it down to him because he was like, bro, he remembers seeing them cats in a cell together. And, you know, I guess he seen some shit that he didn't want to see. Or he thought he know he seen, but he didn't see or didn't think nothing of it. Now he understand that, man, that them boys been throwing his ass up under the bus. You know? So, yeah, that nigga broke down crying, man. You know, real life tears and shit, man. Like I say, I ain't making fun of that shit or laughing at it, man. You know, like I say, I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? I get it. If you've been fucking around, man, with somebody all them years, man, and you out there doing shit, you know, he pretty much put it this way. Kewon said he was the muscle for GRC, right? He was the muscle. You know, he said that that if Jerry, you know, told him to go do something, not ask him, but told him to go do something, you know, there's a chain in the command, y'all know, in any game that you in. I mean, you got to follow that chain of command. You know, Kewon was the muscle. And he made that very clear that he was the muscle. You know what I'm saying? He made that very clear that he was protecting Jose Bodega. You know what I'm saying? When they was out or whatever. You know, he made it very clear that if it was something that came up, you know, he was going to go make sure that job get done. You know, see, that's why in that freestyle that Yella did when he was in California, some people say he was talking about his cousin, but bro, I think Yella was talking about Kewon, man. The timing of it, you know what I'm saying? It just seemed like the timing of that freestyle, which that shit was already wrote down. He didn't practice that shit about 100 times, but it just seemed like the whole freestyle was about you know, his little partner, which was Kewon, that I feel that was locked up, and he was getting out of jail, and he was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You know, put in some work. You know, he was itching for a body. Hold on, let me let y'all listen to that one more time. Y'all tell. Cause remember, Kewon was locked up. Kewon was locked up. Kewon get out of jail. Shit, what? A week later, about a week later, Mo3 up out of here. Shit, that just being real, man.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Hey,
Let's get one thing straight. Most of these niggas gon' hate. Most of these niggas be gay. Talking on the low. Dick pulling up supposed to be straight. And most of these niggas be fake. But nigga, we straight. Only nigga fixing me plate. I don't wanna speak on the case, but these niggas pussy. Talking rap shits on the song to the pussy. Get shot in his face. These niggas cake. Tough top, but these niggas shake. Under pressure, these niggas break. These niggas cake. Talking that internet top, wanna share say. These niggas shake, but nigga, these niggas hate. Bitch, you ain't shot now, nigga. Bitch, you ain't shot now, piss. I ain't gonna box now, nigga. Your partner get shot down with you, and everybody got down with you. But top down missing. You wanna know what's goddamn trigger? Finna taste something that's goddamn sticky. Anybody that goddamn diss me, end up swimming with the fish that's goddamn trigger. Better stop now, bitches. I ain't got time for these bitches. Spit box line with these bitches. I ain't grind with these bitches, so I will not cry for these bitches. No, I won't cry for these bitches. Push out the ignition. My partner just got out of prison and ready to body your nigga. Shot him a nigga. This shit obvious, nigga. You don't want problem, little nigga, inside a gorilla.
See, he said, like I said, I think you were talking about Keywon on that. What up, AC? No, I was saying, you know, that freestyle that Yella Beezy did. And he was talking about his partner just got out of jail. He ready to go bother him, a ninja. Man, listen, people come on here and tell me, oh man, he was talking about his cousin. He would have said his cousin. He would have said his cousin. He didn't say his cousin. He said his partner. Who was his partner? Keywon. Who Keywon sticking up for? Yella Beezy. So that what makes me think that in that freestyle, that's who Yella was talking about. Excuse me. Yeah. But AC, you was in that other day, and you remember when Keywon kept asking about the motherfucking Shavon Randle paperwork. I mean, he was like, man, I gotta have that shit. I gotta get that to my lawyer. I gotta have, I think Keywon want to read that for himself, because if he was really wanting to get, he could have told his lawyer to get that paperwork. But he was so adamant about that the other day when he was on live talking, saying that, hey, I need that shit. I don't know what ties he got or what can come up out of that, but it's something with that case that Keywon is interested in. Maybe Keywon will come out and tell us today. What up, Lamar? Maybe he'll come tell us today. Who knows? But I tell you one thing though, that nigga know he pissed off at Trapboy Freddy though. That nigga Keywon so mad at Trapboy right now, man. He don't give a fuck about throwing Trapboy Freddy up under the bus. I think that's his whole objective right now. Keywon trying to make sure he find a way to make sure that other nigga that should be indicted, like he was saying, which is Trapboy Freddy, in so many words, that he up there with Yella. He has made that clear that, man, he gives two fucks about Trapboy Freddy right now. It's funny how he can say that, Yella Beezy innocent, and they trying to railroad Yella Beezy, because he the big fish, but at the same time, he makes it clear that, he how can I say it? He didn't get paid no money from Yella or Jerry, but hold up. So he don't know he can get that paperwork through his law. I know, that's what I'm saying, 6'5". Yeah, exactly. I think Keywon say, man, these motherfuckers think I'm slow. I ain't gonna lie, man. Keywon, you do be acting like you slow and shit, bro. I have never seen a nigga, with an open murder case sit and talk on the internet the way that you do. You know what I'm saying? That what makes it seem like, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker, like, yeah, that nigga slow like motherfucking goddamn Forrest Gump right here. That nigga ain't got no motherfucking IQ, no common sense. But he said he was very aware of the things that he was saying, the things that he was doing, and he's very aware of that. So that's what I believe, 6'5". I believe that Trapboy Freddie promised that nigga some money. I believe Trapboy Freddie promised him some money. I believe that 40,000 that Yellow Beezy got up out of the bank. I believe Yellow Beezy, you know, made sure Keyone got his paper. But here go my thing though, man. On that picture that Keyone took, man, that looked like that shit was more than, you know what I'm saying, $40,000. Or it could, or was it prop money? You know. Remember they said it was 3 payments. They said it was 3 payments. So I don't know if Keyone had some fucking prop money or what the fuck he had. I don't know. But I do believe that whatever him and Trap, their agreement was, whatever conversation they had, and then Keyone ain't feeling that shit right now. So that's why I think, you know, he gonna go into overdrive when it comes to Trapboy Freddie. I think he gonna go in overdrive because he feels that Trapboy Freddie should be up there where Yellow B's at. You know what I'm saying? Fighting for his life, or up there where him and Yellow B's at. Both of them fighting for their life. He feels Trapboy Freddie should be up there. Man, I tell you, this whole thing is a bunch of mess, man. I bet you Keyone sitting in that motherfucker right now, regretting even pulling that, you know, allegedly pulling that off. Yeah, that's what I asked him. I asked him, I said, Keyone, I said, what all that money that you had, bro? That nigga said he buried it. Well, I'll tell you one thing, if he buried that money, that shit ain't gonna be no good if he ever get up out of jail. But Keyone is adamant about getting up out of jail. He's saying that, hey, man, he will be home soon. So that if KewonWite is saying he's gonna be home, is that saying that Keyone gonna come out and tell who actually was the players in all of this here? Because man, how it's looking in front of police report, the paperwork, all that shit, they got Keyone on that damn interstate. They got him on that interstate. You know, I wonder if shit, Lane Wayne can't say that. Said he was going 5 years. Yeah. Well, I can't say that though. I can't say that. Cause Keyone, he dropping shit now. He been comfortable. Keyone been comfortable saying things and dropping things. So yeah, I think Keyone will tell what he gotta tell. I believe that. I think that nigga tell, man. Let me pull up some of this live from last night that we was on. I don't play too much of it. But y'all show that look like Yellow Bees, man. Let me play that one more time. Y'all show that look like Yellow Bees, bro. I mean, it could be.
Homicide detective is calling out South Dallas to speak about the murder of an unarmed man gunned down outside a convenience store.
The detective released video of the March 13th attack on James Browning Jr. to Fox 4's Sean Rabb, hoping to generate some leads on the killers. Sean in now with the video and tonight's track down.
Man, see, I know that footage. They gotta have better footage than that shit. Say they took the money, so what money does he have buried? Exactly, Charles. I don't know what money got buried, but he told me that whatever money he had, I said, Keywon, what happened to all that money you had? He said, shit, I buried that. I said, oh. So him saying that sounds like you got paid some money, bro. Especially if you can't account for where it come from. Oh yeah, but he's supposed to lie. That nigga, yeah, he ain't. I mean, he's supposed to lie. Shit, he'll be a damn fool if he came out and said everything that we wanted him to say. But I feel you on that though, and not to say that he wouldn't. I think he is more worried about his reputation in jail. Doesn't want to be labeled as a snitch. Yeah, but look at it this way. If word on the street is that Jared Johnson and Jose Bodego and anybody else told on Keywon and Yellow, and he came back and told on them, I don't think he'll get much flack, you know, for his part in telling whatever he said. He got him a super card. He got him an ace in the hole. He said he got him a play in motion. He said he can move some pieces. He said, man, if I told what I really know, man, this shit can blow everything wide open. So what is it that you know? Oh, facts. Yeah, facts. I believe they're all guilty too. But that video, man, I don't know. Yeah, that could have been Yellow. Some people say it looked like Keywon. All of them had that old fucked up ass, what you call that, that shag haircut with the little patch in the back or some shit like that, I guess. I think that's what they call a shag. Yeah, shit weird, man. These motherfuckers are weird, man. They should just let them on 3 alone, man. Or did some other type of way instead of this bullshit, man, because it was sloppy. It was sloppy as fuck. Now I tell you who I believe coming home though soon, sooner than all of them or before all of them, Devin Brown. Yeah, the Dallas Shag, no doubt. Yep, the Dallas Shag. Let me see this here right quick. I think it was from last night. Yeah, man, Charles, man. I don't know what them Negroes were thinking, man. They I think them motherfuckers just had to just be super coked up or whatever. Some, cause man, you know, allegedly, you know, Keywon saying that he didn't get approached by no police out there in front of Josh in them house. You know what I'm saying? So I say, man, just a lot of lies and betrayal. But I do believe whatever Darius Fields, I think that's his name, Darius Fields, with whatever he may have coming for it, if he's brought in to drop, you know, just to drop a little birdie off, you know what I'm saying? That could be disastrous for the GRC crew. Yeah, because everybody started talking. The word was getting out that Jose Bodego and Jared Johnson was getting down. But see, I believe that motherfucking Devin Brown been telling shit since day one as well. He been a silent assassin. Shit. Hell yeah. Oh, Devin Brown, he been the silent assassin. Let's see something. This was from last night. See what he had on here.
Heard it back, so I'm gonna straight up. Listen, I said some of this shit. It was so much came out. So yeah, let's go.
What's up, Lee?
All right, appreciate you, man.
Okay, what's up, Lisa? Keyone gonna have to prove Trapboy and EJ position in it. Well, with him being the hitman, he might have.
Let me ask y'all something. I'm glad I caught it on that. Do y'all believe that motherfucking Earl Spence Jr. stuck his hands in that shit? Hey, what up, baby? The boxer. Do y'all believe the boxer stuck his hands in that shit? Now, we ain't seen the boxer either. We ain't seen the boxer shit and God knows when. But, people still throwing the boxer, name into this shit. I'm just saying. Remember, it was 3 payments. I don't think Earl would have been that stupid. I hope he wouldn't have been that stupid to do nothing like that. But you know what, Blind Wayne? You never know. But if he was, I think James Sr. then probably, got that shit cleared up. Boy, you dirty as fuck, Charles. Charles said shit probably didn't because he got his ass whooped. Yeah, Bud did beat his ass. Bud did beat the brakes off that nigga. Yes, he did.
He might have some ammo. Now, ain't that against the law? Is that against the law? My law team up here for him to get proceeds.
Let's go.
They was already in the free world doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that he could blow the whole top off of everything if he tell what he know. Illis, what you think about it, Illis? Illis, what you think about that? You think Jerry was working in the work?
So Mahia asked me what I think about Jerry and them. This is what I told him.
You think they were working in the world?
Man, I told you he hurt, man. He hurt, bro. He can't believe them boys did that to him, bro. That's what's going through his mind, man. He hurt, man. He hurt. But man, you think about it though, man. The dude already said he ain't have nobody, right?
Yeah.
He ain't got no family, no nothing like that. So he thought that them boys was his peoples, man. He looked up to Jerry,
Yeah.
So come and find out, man, the big dog who I look up to, man, and if he send me to go do something, I'm gonna go do it. And then come to find out, man, this mom that rolled over on me like this here. Oh, he's sick. Like he said, he's sick.
He out of there.
That's my point I've been trying to make, man. Why Keyone is on live, talking on him and Mr. Long going live together. I think Keyone then woke up and smelled the coffee that, hey, man, in order to save himself from that capital murder, he's gonna have to roll over and tell on them niggas. That's what he gonna have to do. Say, yeah, in the free world doing stuff, and they said Mo3 was no saint. He was compared, he was compared to these thugs. Man, you know what? They seen Keyone, they seen Ducky P. They knew that. Well, Yella knew that from Lancaster and all them other niggas from Lancaster. They knew who them little niggas was, right? But I think they just used Keywon because they felt that, you know, he was they flunky. Like I said, he said whatever Jerry told him to do, he went and did it. He followed orders. He was the muscle. He was the what was that nigga that he was the Wayne Perry. He was the Wayne Perry, man. But y'all don't know who Wayne Perry is. That was what's the nigga name, man? Goddamn. Alpo Martinez hitman in New York when they was coming up back in the 80s. Mr. Wayne Perry. And I think Keywon got off that shit because I'm pretty sure that probably was that nigga nickname, Wayne Perry, the hitman. Banzo Bling, the hitman. Say they knew they was, yeah. He found out they was cousins. Mm-hmm. Yep, found out they were cousins, man. So like I say, I think to be honest, I think a lot of y'all that's been online, I think y'all done start gaining a little sympathy for Keywon. That's what I think. I think a lot of y'all start gaining a little sympathy for Keywon. I'm gonna tell you, don't be fooled. Keywon good. Like I say, he can lie his ass off. Well, he saw they went and got Bubba because allegedly Bubba was in the car when Yella got hit up. But see, the motherfucker knew though, in order to get him, they had to get Bubba out the way. Man, that Negro ain't smart. I say Keywon ain't smart. Keywon, he's smart to get his ass in trouble. He's smart not to talk on YouTube and Facebook 24/7. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I give it wait till probably what court supposed to be in August. I'm gonna say wait till probably about the beginning of May or the end of May. I bet you we get some breaking news from KewonWite and his defense team. Mm-hmm. You know, since he ain't get that money from Trap allegedly or whatever was promised to him, that nigga finna roll over on Trap. He gonna throw some in the game. That's what I believe. And for the life of me, I don't do I think EJ and they kind of favor a little bit, but I can't tell you. I can't say yes or no. You know what I'm saying? I can't say they favor a little bit. And you know what I think that could be a curveball that come out. You know, if something that he may have said that may come to the forefront, or something that he could have done to come up to the forefront. Well, yeah, they admitted that they grew up together. Yeah, he got paid, but I don't think he got paid the three payments. You know, Snow. Yeah, he it was supposed to be three payments, remember? So I believe he got paid, but I don't think he got that payment from the big dog. Like he said, man, you know, he got the big dog by the leash. That's why he keeps saying all that fucked up shit about old Trap. If you ask me, that nigga hot than a motherfucker at Trash Boy Freddy. But I'm curious I really want to know why Key1 wants that paperwork to the Shavon Randle case. You know what, AC? That's something ain't nobody ever came out and said. Not that I know of. Do anybody in the chat know what was the official price on Mo3 Head? Do anybody know the official price that was on Mo3 Head? That they say that was allegedly supposed to be on his head. You know, in the music and you know, both of them expressed that, you know, that payment went up. So I ain't no telling what dude got paid, you know what I'm saying, for that. But I don't know. I do believe Key1 gonna surprise us all. Now, will it be a great chess move, or will it just be, oh man, we can't help you? You know, I wonder whatever, you know, surprise he has, or you know, whatever he's saying that can, you know, be a game changer. Right. We know it went up again through the music, no doubt. No doubt. But see, that's the thing though, AC, like the 40,000 portion that Yellow Beezy paid, they said it was three payments. So who are the other two people that were supposed to pay up on that hit? That's why I say shit. I think if Earl would have had any type of involvement, I think that shit would have came from, you know what I'm saying, the big dogs in Houston. Because, you know, you can't get your hands dirty, man. Not at the time, you know, Spence was the world champ. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, y'all don't have this money, motherfucker. You know, that's just what it is. What's up, Hustle Lab? Say, I think the other guys' names will be revealed if Trap goes down. Beto, Yayo, that's Trap's side. They just focus on GRC side, which is Beezy's side. The hit was not done only by GRC. Key1 knows it. Yeah, hell yeah, he knows it all. He was one of the trigger men. Shit. You know, allegedly he was one of the trigger men. So hell yeah, he knows you know the key players and all the players that were involved in whatever happened with Mo3. Now, you know, I done heard this other shit here too, like, you know, people saying they don't know why when taking out Mo3, they didn't get him when he walked out of the house out of Josh's house. And they waited till he got to the interstate. What's your opinion on that? What's y'all opinion on that? Why they just didn't go up and smoke Mo3 when he got out, woke up? You know, you up, but you ain't up. You know what I'm saying? You getting your day started. Yeah, you know, I would how does one feel about that, knowing that they could have got him right then and there, but they waited to what? So I guess what I'm asking is, was it supposed to go down like that? Because according to the interview I seen that Sko did, he was like, "No, man." He said it wasn't supposed to go down like that. You know, as far as it being done on the interstate. I think it Pullman went down just like it did because I think that's how the people that paid for the hit, that's how they wanted it. I believe that's just how they wanted that shit to go down. So is it safe to say this here though, y'all, that when 3 got to that girl house, he knew that heater was in that car? Yeah, but even with him staying for that morning, just what about it being done on the interstate? You know what I'm saying? Because even if it happened that morning, they still could have got 3 walking to his car. So is it safe to say that Mo3 knew that heater was in that car when he went? Or man, I don't know, man. Some just don't seem right. Like, bro, why wouldn't he even have his heat on him in her house? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what she talking about. That's funny. So he sure was of it. Why would he be told that it couldn't come? Yeah. That's why I said it points me back into that direction. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, AC, but it points me back in that direction of, you know what I'm saying, the group of girls, sisters, whatever they are, you know, could have played a major part. Like they the ones that made sure he was naked. He got caught with his pants down. Yeah. I already got caught with his pants down, meaning that he didn't have no protection. That's what Trapboy said too. Looking all ducking down his car, looking for some protection and shit. Man, that's why for the life of me, I cannot understand. Now, don't you know? Now say like with the shit that Yella try to get suppressed, right? Man, when they start playing all that shit that Trapboy was putting out, they start playing that shit, that music, man. I really don't care, honestly, if you had all the money in the world. I guess just normal people's money. You know what I'm saying? With a couple, dollars stacked up in the bank, this and that. There, you can bond out of jail. You can do whatever, but just the fact that these girls they try to be those pretenders, this shit just fucked up. Say, but Keywon and the sister's brother had beef, so I don't see them directly helping Keywon. No, but it wasn't about Keywon. I mean, it's about the baby daddy, though. Remember? It's about the baby daddy. Man, I tell you, this court case gonna be ugly. Man, what they call circumstantial evidence, that may not be the play to go for as the conspiracy charge or whatever that 3 was in this car had this man, because dude, it's like man, it's like I don't know. I want to say like no matter what these people have said or done, a situation, I still go back to that one thing: the police, the fucking police. What else, Carl? The police, they had to have known that this hit was going down. If everybody's phone was bugged, they were on surveillance. I mean, that's what I don't understand about that situation. Like, why they didn't stop it? That shit is crazy. That they didn't stop it, knowing that these niggas, that they was investigating them. They got everything in the world on these niggas, GRC niggas. But you mean to tell me that y'all ain't got no type of conversations of nothing that's going on, saying that that it's this finna go down on this day, or this they knew they had a meeting allegedly. So that's what I'm saying. The police, man, for some odd reason, I just feel like their involvement is crucial too, because them motherfuckers would have had to know. Say 3 was a problem, everybody like, fuck it, let's just get him up out of here. I can dig that. But like I say, even with this video that we watched with Bubba being taken out by the 2 gunmen, yeah, if you had to take your pick, some people say it looked like Yellow Beezy. I had some people say it looked like KewonWite, one of the 2. So I don't know. Maybe what worked with baby brother with his brother Hot Boy, it's probably gonna work. Keep on trying to see what it worked for him. So remember, that nigga had bodies after bodies too, but he started helping them motherfuckers solve cases. And whatever Keywon does have, will it be enough? Oh yeah. They rocking with the boxer. Oh yeah, salute. It was Bubba's birthday the other day, huh? Motherfucker, too young, man. Gone too young. Ain't even lived life yet. So yeah, I don't know, man. So I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not I'm not believing though. That shit about Sean G. Say Keywon knows a lot, but he want to see who is telling on who before he makes his move. Yeah, but I think I think I think Keywon is sold now that he know you know the big dog or the big brother, whoever he was to him, or however he was treated. I think he has figured that shit out by now that he knows them too. Man, yeah, I worry about Trapboy Freddy too, man. You know, it's been speculation and things in the paperwork saying that, he's been working, saying that he's allegedly a confidential informant. Man, that's the worst type of nigga to have, boy. They're a confidential informant. A nigga that sets you up, boy, record you. Boy, that shit, that hurt that boy. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You been dealing with a nigga for motherfucking 5-6 years, and this bitch here then motherfucking start copying from you or selling you shit, telling on you. Shit, that's the worst type of nigga to have. That's true, AC. That's true. Scott say, could it be possible 3 may have thought it was part of the movement until shit started hitting? Shit, maybe, yeah. Yeah. See, but it's possible in other cases that one telling two. So Keywon want to see all of the GRC and Shavon. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all think Keywon conscious getting to him about this whole thing? Or he just don't have no conscience? Which one is it? You know, to be labeled or to put yourself as the muscle and the hitman for a gang, for a group of niggas, you got to have ice in them veins, man. You got to have ice in them veins. That's what I told him, Charles. Yeah, I told him that. Charles say Keywon was crying on Lawton page. I told y'all that, man. That nigga was boo-hooing like a motherfucker, man. That nigga was hurt, man. He was in disbelief. He was in disbelief. You know. He couldn't believe the things that these niggas were saying about him. He couldn't believe that shit. Real talk. He could not believe that shit. I say he is having second thought. Hell yeah, that nigga know he cooked. Only thing he needs is a motherfucker, some onions, some pickles, and a hot sauce to go along with it. Yeah, that nigga cooked. Shit. He the muscle, but he oh yeah, talking about dog Jerry, yeah. Hell yeah, that nigga will hurt shit behind Jerry, man. Or I'm gonna tell y'all another thing that could come out, man. Y'all remember when Drip Drop had old girl slash dude Elton slash Erica. Remember when Rain asked him, say, I guess something about testifying, and they're like, and he was like, yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do that. If they call me to testify, I tell them what I know. Now, you go to catch with that though. Is she gonna be quiet or he gonna be quiet? You know, that's the question. Cause he know a lot of stuff too. Especially if him and Keyone was, loving each other. Shit. Say Elton got subpoenaed to testify on Yella's behalf back in January before the interview. So that's what it fucking is, man. Yeah, Erica got arrested. Erica probably out of jail now though, cause shit, I bet you that news motherfucker. Yeah, a couple got got robbed. Walking downtown in front of the Omni and blah blah blah. I find out this nigga. It should be crazy, man. Find out to be that nigga. Yeah, but no, they got Erica picture, mug, all that shit. Yeah, I got all that. Yep, that nigga was arrested. Man, Keyone loved that nigga, that boy. That nigga loved him some Melton, boy. Shit. Man, I can just see that shit. Like, boy, you say something about Elton, that nigga gonna beat your ass. You say something about Elton, that nigga going off, nigga. You can't say nothing about Elton, boy. Yeah, these real life characters. Shit. And y'all know, like I say, what's crazy? Like Yella Beezy, like I said, that nigga took a lot of pictures and shit, and it was cool like that, with Elton's. Like I said, I don't care what you do, who you doing it with. Just don't disrespect me when doing it. If I don't rock like that, I don't get down like that, then don't come around me just doing things you ain't got no business doing. That type of time. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I still got to go back to them weak ass police, man. They knew, but they didn't stop it. And you know what? I wouldn't be. Check this out. Once they go to court and they start reading all that shit about all the subpoenas and docs start coming out, and it shows that they had been watching them in this amount of that year, and things that are said, come back to haunt you. Right, AC. Yeah, we the stupid motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Hey man, we got almost 80 people up in here. I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit the like button. Y'all in the bushes, man. You know, soaking up game and enjoying the live, man. Y'all hit that like button. That don't cost nothing. I ain't asked for no super chat, no money, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Please just hit the like button for me. I'm hoping I can get that right. Man, what I was gonna say was that if all that comes out, right, that they got all these recordings and they knew about this, that, and this, shit, Mama Nicole probably gonna have a civil suit against the motherfucking Dallas Police Department. I'm just saying. Because they could have stopped it. You feel what I'm saying? Shit. Yep, could have stopped it. But they're like, fuck, we been get rid of all these niggas. Cause Yellow said, I want him dead, he dead, she dead. I hear you hustle out, man, but I think we give them niggas too much credit, man, like too much power. I think we give them too much power. I think we give Trapboy too much power. You know, it's just funny how all them niggas got these extensive records and all this type of shit, and no one's been held accountable. You know, that what scares you about this case. You know what I'm saying? Will they hold them accountable this time? And evidently, it's not looking like that because they don't have Trapboy Freddy up there, you know what I'm saying, fighting for his life with Yellow Beezy. But I'll tell you one thing, what Kewon should do, Kewon ought to tell them off, well, look, man, I'll make a deal with y'all. I'll go over there and go fight in Iran if y'all cut some of this time that y'all about to give me off. Say, I'll make a deal. Let me go to Iran. He'll be safe over there because they don't kill brothers unless they shooting at you. Dirty game. It has to be somebody with some power that's keeping them fixed only on GRC. Well, what up, Dark Knight? I'm gonna say it like this here. I think why it's pointing at GRC the way that it is because of Jared Johnson and Jose Bodega. They've been playing all along. But man, I'm telling you, boy, that's gonna be a sight to see. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers fucked up behind this shit too. Cause like, you already had Mo3 lose his life, and then the Seb Yellow things don't come out straight for him. You're gonna see a lot of people. I don't say jump in the bandwagon, but they gonna have some type of empathy for him because it didn't have to go this way. They didn't have to be none of this here. Let me say you can't join the military. They don't shit. If it's a draft, them motherfucker you to join, they need some bodies. They'll let your ass come in. Why should it be a federal case, Dark Knight? Why you think it should be a federal case? Because it happened on the interstate? That to be my only reason why I think it should be federal. Or why would it go federal? Yeah, Keywon was saying all that shit last night. But like you were saying though, it's funny that he brought Trap name up in it and shit still ain't get done about it. And move forward, you know what I'm saying, with the case, you know what I'm saying, where it just well, I guess them three. So yeah, I get what you're saying. I said Keywon gonna be playing. Nah, Keywon, man. Maybe he didn't learn this lesson, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going back to jail for nobody. Yeah, for real though, man. But anyway, y'all, I don't know, man. You're gonna have to see. Before I go, man, I was talking about how I noticed how some people that's covering the case, they still bringing up, things, I guess, when it pertains to Sean G or man, I'm still trying to think like yeah, shit's weird though, man. But yeah, I think we're gonna be surprised in the end. But it's gonna be interesting to see what Elton got to say when they get up on the stand. It could be Elton that put Keywon in his place or keep him locked up in there. Could be Elton. For real. Yeah, could be Elton. I don't know. Ain't nobody going no fucking Navy. They ain't going to fight. They like, fuck that. But anyway, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Yeah, man. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Why Keywon, interested in the Shavon Randle paperwork and the case files and stuff like that. Why is he so worried about that? He was like, man, I gotta get that. I gotta get that. So we're gonna definitely see. But anyway, y'all, it's been real, man. Hit the like button on the way out. And like I say, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And if you're feeling generous, man, please hit that Cash App, PayPal, or Super Chat. All of it's good. And man, we're gonna see y'all later. Until next time. That's right. Yep. We're gonna see y'all. Hold on before I go. Hold on. Hustle Loud say all of a sudden. I'm sorry, I missed that. You say all of a sudden, Rain North Jossie testifying. Man. It's weird. Unless I was saying unless it's a good, I don't know, man. Like I say, Rain, that nigga been doing some sneaky slime ball shit I don't know why I don't say I don't know why he wouldn't testify, but you know, yeah, give a nigga some of his bread back, man. I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace.